Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Duo Group Iron Man. For the last few videos, we have been doing as much as possible to prepare me for Zulrah, and now today is finally going to be the day that I am going to get started with it. I made this kind of checklist thing for Zulrah, and for the most part we got like all the things I wanted to get, except for Diamond Bolts. I think it's the only thing that we didn't get. I'll just be using Broad Bolts and see how that goes. Or we just got the Crystal Bow actually, maybe I could try that too. I've never used a Crystal Bow with Zulrah, but we'll start with the RCB and Broad Bolts and see how it goes. Last video we got the Ring of Suffering. It's imbued, it's filled with charges. Apparently they're doing the Q&A, and it has 35k charges pretty much, which should last for like 1700 Zulrah or something. Not that we're gonna be there that long, but theoretically. I just have to watch through and render a video right now, so while I'm doing that I'm gonna make some more cosmic runes because I guess we could probably never have too many, and it's just a fun chill activity to do in the meantime. I'm thinking maybe I can use Rings of Dueling as part of my transportation for Zulrah. Because we have all these from Bird's Nest, I may as well enchant them. We're up to almost 5k cosmics now. I was trying to free up some bank space and I saw I had a bunch of clue scrolls in the bank, and all the ones I had I was able to get done except for this master. We have to do Moorings End Part 2 I believe for that one. So we'll save that for a little bit later, but beyond just the ones that I just did right now, I had a bunch of caskets in the bank from before, and I want to open these because it'd be cool to get like D'hide boots right before we do Zulrah. So let's just go ahead and open all these caskets I've been saving. We'll start with the beginner. Okay, well I had to use my shadow play for that because I wasn't recording, but there's the beginner, and then we got 6 easy clues to open. That's new. And oh, a ham joint. Okay, it's worth 5 mil. What the frick, dude? That's a 3-tick weapon, so it's like for TOB or Nightmare, I think. Oh yeah, I forgot about the group chat thing. Okay, another one. New page, new firelighter, new blessing. And, ooh, nice. Piece of vestment. That's actually really good. I think it's the first piece of vestment I have on the account. And we have a medium. White Boater's new, and then 3 hard clues. Please, just like any blessed D'hide or D'hide boots would be really nice. Wow, okay, of course, like the unique we have already. And then, whoa, okay, Explorer's Backpack and Zamorak Plate Skirt, both new. Not really useful though. And then last one. Alright, I kind of neglected to think about the fact that by opening up all these clues that would end up taking up more bank space because of all these new items we just got. So I think what we're going to do is upgrade the POH, the costume room in the POH, so we can actually like store all these items that have just been sitting here in the bank. Look how ugly this room is. My UIM self would be very disappointed. In fact, when I was building this room, I didn't even have the con level to even be able to build the cape rack. Let's go and start upgrading everything in here because we could do it now that we have a much higher con level. We have 82. You've only ever been able to make one costume room in the POH at a time, and previously before they had this upgrade option you would have to destroy each of these things if you want to build any of the higher tier ones, and it wouldn't let you destroy it unless you took all the items out. So you can imagine when I had to do that on the UIM, it was quite a pain, but now that they just added an upgrade option, makes it a lot smoother to do. It's looking a lot better now. Okay, I'm gonna store a bunch of stuff from the bank and then we'll see how much bank space we free up. We may as well clean all these bones and turn them into free up 10 more bank spots. We now have only 792 spots taken up in the bank. That's a big milestone for me, okay? Now, let's gear up for Zulrah. The first item I would really like to get from Zulrah would be the Serp Helm, so that way we don't have to be on the Lunar Spellbook, we could be on the regular Spellbook and just use house teleports and not have to use house tabs. We wouldn't have to use the Cure Me spell and worry about upkeeping the Cosmics, Astrals, and Law Runes. Actually, Zulrah should upkeep the Law Runes by itself. I believe in the long term you average getting 20 Law Runes per kill, and also just the fact about having one less thing to worry about during the kill itself. But the helm I'm going to be using for now is the Slayer Helm I. As you can see, it has some pretty decent stats. I mean, of course we're not on task, but it has good stats by itself. We should be all good to go. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, dude. We have spent so long prepping to be able to do Zulrah, and this is finally going to be the big moment. We got the Fairy Ring built in the POH. We're going to take it over to BJ's. And then there's a shortcut here that we trained agility up for. We got 76 agility so that we'd be able to use the shortcut. Otherwise we'd have to like use charter ships or something to get here. I think across my accounts I've done like 4,000 Zulrah KC. It has been a little bit, but every time I go back to Zulrah within like 1 or 2 kills, the muscle memory just comes back. Here's the setup. So here's the mage, and then the range. Looking nice and kitted out with the Arums and the Carrols. I'm so glad that we got those. I know it's pretty basic and I could make more switches and I could make better bolts or use a different bow or something, but we're going to start with this and just see how it goes. The Tansfang has always been my curse item. On my hardcore, it took me 2275 KC to get it. The UIM is a little bit over 1200 KC. But the thing is, I don't know, like, Blowpipe would be nice, of course, but I care more about the Serpalm, dude. I always got lucky on the Serpalm, and I feel like this time, now that I'm actually talking about it and I want to get that item, I feel like now I'm just going to get unlucky for it, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to hype myself up for a minute, and then we're going to head on in. Come on, first Zulrah kill. Yes, will we get rewarded with... No uniques. Oh, we got an elite clue. Cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do if I'm not like dire low on health and stuff, instead of like wasting an extra house tap to teleport to the POH, I'm instead gonna use the Ring of Dueling to teleport to the Ferox Enclave, and then this pool is just gonna restore everything. If you look very closely in the chat box, you could see a good title for the video. Oh, the double manta rays. Like I was saying last video, the food that you get from Zulrah will eventually upkeep itself. Something else I want to mention is that each time you drink from the pool, it lowers your stats, at least your range probably lowers all your stats back to like the default. So I do have to take a sip for every single kill. Man, who needs farm runs when you got Zulrah, dude? We both have our loot notification set to 100k for the group, so every time I get a Dragon Halberd, we're probably both gonna just start freaking out. Oh wow, new PB 246. It's so weird, I'm used to having like a 1.5 to 2 minute average kill time, but on this account it's been about 3:15 to 3:30 is my average time. No, I had to teleport out. We got to the random Jad phase. No. Another thing I'm not used to is having to teleport out. That was the first time so far. Probably would have been like 4.5, 5 minute kill. Every time I see Magic Seed, it's the second one now. I keep thinking it's Magic Fang. Zulrah and its minions constantly venom you, and because we don't have anti-venoms or a Serpalm, that leaves either using anti-poisons or the Cure Me spell, which both do the same thing. The Cure Me spell just seems easier to upkeep, so that's why I went with it. Unlike poison, when you're venomed, the venom starts at 6 and does 2 more damage each time it hits, which is every 18 seconds. The damage is capped at 20, but you definitely don't want to let it get that far. When you use an anti-poison or the Cure Me spell, it reduces the venom to poison or also poison to nothing, but the poison starts at the same damage the venom was just at. And when you get revenomed, which is going to happen right away because that's just what happens at Zulrah, that resets the damage to 6 again. And by the way, you can just click the health orb to cure things as long as you have the required potions or runes. And that's not a RuneLite feature, that's just a part of the game. And when you use Cure Me, you don't have to re-click on Zulrah, your character's already just going to keep on attacking. I don't think I show exactly the best example of that, but that is how it works. I've seen a lot of people just spam click to cure their venom and poison for the whole entire kill over and over, which you do not need to do at all. Like maybe if you're at the end of the kill and you're low on food and taking that extra damage could make or break the kill, then of course it's worth using the spell extra. But in general, you don't need to use it that much. I'd say I use it like 3 to 5 times per Zulrah kill. That's the main thing I wanted to talk about with Zulrah, but just to mention maybe a few other things. I don't have to use any prayer pot at all. At least so far, I haven't used a single dose. It's more so there in case of an emergency, but as you can see, I do try to flick my boosting prayers the whole time. I know I have the range pot here, but shortly after this, I stopped using the range pots because it just seems like a waste to use a dose of range pot every single kill. Especially because at Zulrah, magic is what you do most of the damage with, unless you're using a T-bow, then you're probably not doing any damage with magic. And last thing I want to say is that I've been getting around 10 to 12 Zulrah KC per hour. The great thing about Zulrah is that it drops you a bunch of things that you can use to kill it. Like this is a perfect example right here, Chaos and Death Runes, because my Trident's almost empty. Of course, the Blowpipe, Serpalm, and the Magic Fang. Food with the Manta Rays, Addy Bars for darts for the Blowpipe. It's practically self-sustaining. I was doing the math and it looks like we go through about 45 charges on the Trident per Zulrah KC. When you get the random Jad phase, if you're behind a pillar, you can just safe spot it and then wait for it to move to the next rotation, and then it just continues from where it left off. And that is how you get a 4.5 minute kill. If you don't know what the random Jad phase is, it's after you go through a full rotation of Zulrah. It's always in the second rotation that you go through, so it's always like 4.5 minutes in, and Zulrah goes to a random spot and will just throw out random attacks at you. I don't think it's even like Jad back and forth. I think it's just completely random. That's either when you want to hide behind the pillar or teleport out if you weren't expecting it and you suddenly get thrown off because you don't know what's going on. That is pretty fast. Is that a PB? It is a PB. I don't know, all these PBs I make, I made a PB last kill as well. All these PBs are just like PBs for ants though. No one's getting out of bed for a 237 PB. Just wake me up when I beat 2 minutes, okay? And this is gonna be 50 KC at Zora, which means I'm now ranked. Oh yeah, there's also a fee if I die now, but it means that I'm ranked on the high scores. Although there is no official group Ironman high scores for bosses, it just shows up on the regular account high scores, but it's still there. Man, the game is trolling hard, dude. Back-to-back magic seeds, not magic fang, magic seed. We got 6 of them. We should have only gotten 2 of them in this KC, but we got 6. It's time to AFK for the night, so I'm going to be switching back to the regular spellbook and fishing karambwans because I'm kind of going through a lot more food than I thought I would. We still have like a decent amount of raw and cooked here, but yeah, we're gonna be fishing some more. I haven't done any birdhouse runs today because I've been too busy at Zora, but I just realized because we get so many U-logs from Zora, we don't have to use maple logs anymore. We could start using the U-logs. I mean, I know we don't have too many right now, but ideally pretty soon we should have a really big stack to use. Hey, we got a fishing level, 77. All right, we are done fishing karambwans. Let's take a look at how many we have now. 3.6k raw. Time for a birdhouse run and then back to Zora. We got 75 KC. Hopefully today we can get any unique because literally any unique would be an upgrade in one way or another. I don't know why I didn't mention this before, but overall it comes out to about a 1 out of 128 chance of getting any unique. Not a specific one, but just for any of them. It's about 1 out of 512 for a specific one though. So annoying having to teleport out. Man. If I had a Serp Helm, I wouldn't have to eat so much food, and then I wouldn't have to teleport out. Well, there's the first drop from Zora. It's an Onyx, and that is good because I don't have a Fury yet. I guess I kind of had the money for a Fury, but I would have had to spend all my GP to buy the cast runes for it. So, oh yeah, Spooksy's in the chat box. So I'll have her make the Fury now because she has the crafting level. First drop, 95 KC, so we actually got lucky with the uniques. Here we go, handing off the Onyx, and in return we have received the Onyx amulet. They added this thing, I think it was today from the update or yesterday or something. There's like the warding now. I guess even for group Ironman, I guess some people might scam their own teammates. But let's go to the Lunar Altar now to switch spellbooks and we'll go enchant that. So let's switch our spellbooks and then we have all the runes. We don't need to boost or anything. Level 6 enchant on the Onyx amulet and there we go. The Amulet of Fury. Let's check the stats out. They both have plus 10 for the attack bonus, but for the defense bonuses, you can see it's plus 3 with the Glory versus plus 15 for everything with the Fury. Increases the melee strength by plus 2, and then prayer as well plus 2, which is also going to be nice for Zora. Won't have to be as stressed out about flicking the prayers. That's a nice drop to get. We are going to need Onyxes for a while because we have all the Zenyte jewelry to get, another Fury for Spook, and then of course to build the Volcanic Theme in the POH and the Obsidian benches. And obviously we're both going to need Rings of Stone eventually too. So here's to the first Onyx of hopefully many more to come. But Serp first, please, Zora. It always feels good to be able to do one of these. Move the Glory out of the way for the Fury. And see you later, boy. Wow, I forgot to take the Fury back out. Oh, yes, that is 100 Zora KC, which is Zora Adept, or Zora Adept, yes. No. Oh, look at the time. It's time for a fun Friday night of Zora. You know what else it is? It is December 10th, 2021, which means it is also the 7-year anniversary of the Trading Post. For any of you that played in 2014 and you remember Zybez and before the GE came out, the Trading Post was like that really weird intermediary thing that was around for a couple months, and it was the strangest thing ever in the game. Magic Seed and the Spirit Seed. Oh. Dude, yes. Oh, it's so freaking good. That's so good. Spook on. Oh no, she's cooking dinner right now. Oh my god. That's the first time I've ever been lucky for a Tan's Fang on any account. Oh. Okay, let's grab the chisel out the bank here and we'll make the Tan's Fang into the blowpipe. Oh my god, dude. What was that? 166 KC. Holy crap. I was not expecting to get another drop today. Now the only thing is, for the blowpipe, we need some ammo. I did have a lot of Addy bars from before, and I've been getting a lot of Addy bars from Zora. While you're killing Zora, the Addy bars do more than upkeep themselves for darts. The only issue is that we need 74 smithing to be able to make Addy darts, and at the moment, we only have level 70. So I guess this means I'll be taking a little break from Zora to train the smithing up a bit. Let's see how much ore we have. Okay. Or maybe if I check the bars we have too. That's a decent amount of bars. I feel like we could make plate bodies and get some decent XP. Or no, I'll make the mithril bars into darts. Maybe. I don't know. Ever since they did the blowpipe nerf, mithril darts are like a lot worse. Well, I started making some mithril dart tips, but I don't want to use up all these bars right now. But I'm about to AFK for the rest of the night because me and Spook, who just came into my room right now, we're about to watch the Swampoltix finale tonight, which just came out yesterday. So no spoilers, please. But for the rest of the night, I'll probably just AFK some more Karambwans. Yeah, could always use more of those. I can't believe I got a blowpipe tonight. Remember my hardcore? Remember how long that took me? Yeah. I know you were there like all the streams, and I eventually just switched it to 10 kills a day.
Yeah, I remember when you got it, I was at the store, just like on my phone.
So the trick is you have to leave for me to get drops.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go.
Bye.
Oh, hard arty task to check this palm tree here. Just doing a farm run, by the way, because I've been slacking. I think this will be a task too. Yeah, this is Elite Karamcha. Why is one palm tree a hard task, but the other one's an elite task? This will be my first time checking the Kalqua tree, which will be an elite task, I think, as well for Karamja. And that is the farming level, 75 farming, magic trees. And there's a notification as well. Thanks. If you were wondering, looks like this is what Spook cooked up earlier. Some pasta. It kind of reminds me of the Italian chef who died recently. He pasta. Alright, I'll try your pasta. Very good. Good job.
You're so funny.
I was fishing a bunch of Karambwans last night, but somehow today we ended up at Motherlode Mine because I was just wanting to get some more ores and get the mining up and work on unlocking the upper level. But after AFKing last night, let's see how many Karambwans we have in the bank now. 5.4k, so we fished almost 2,000 of them. I was thinking about the loot that we got from Zora, and I remembered Zora drops coal, so we have all this coal now. Oh yeah, let me show you the loot tracker as well. All the stuff we got from Zora, so 3k coal. I mean, just in general, there's so many good supplies that we get for skilling. Smithing XP, Construction XP, Runecraft XP, Cooking XP, Birdhouse Run XP, Herblore, Farming. There's just so many good things about doing Zora. I was doing a lot of thinking last night, and I realized that if we're going to be starting to use Addy darts, then we may as well have the assembler before we go back to Zora, which means we are going to be doing Dragon Slayer 2 next video. So we'll save the smithing and DS2 for next video. This is what we're wrapping up with for today, 1802 total level. And also make sure to check out my duo teammate Spookdog's videos, which you could find a link to in the description below. With that said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.